Well, good morning. I'm going to try and follow along here as it's displaying up there for you, so we'll try and make this work. But I'm going to be talking about our growth. If you could go to slide 8, please. Thank you. So our growth here at UPMA is kind of an interesting thing because we're dealing with gold dollars and silver dollars and paper dollars as kind of our backup currency. And so the way that we value them is mostly in gold and silver dollars, but I've also kind of got side by side the paper dollar value of what we've got. So on our next slide, we can see the gold dollars under management. It starts in July, which is halfway through last year is the earliest data I can get without digging really, really deep. So I'd like to kind of show that projection of how far we've come. You can see there the division between 2015, 2016, and in September is when we started to have major growth as the membership of the UPMA. We had a zero hedge article that went out, and we started to get a lot more publicity and people learning about what we do here. So you can see that growth take off, and if you could hit the next slide, please. You can see that it's a really exponential growth right there for that bit.
Maybe you could mention some of the numbers for those that can't actually see.
Sure, yeah. And on the next slide, we hit 10 times our growth just before March this year. So we're 10 times bigger in March than we were in July. So we started out with 17,500 gold dollars under management, and by that time in March we had 179.6 thousand dollars under management, gold dollars under management. If you hit the next slide, you can also see that at this point we're about 15 times bigger than we were in July. With gold dollars under management, weighing in at 260,000.7 gold dollars under management. And then the next slide is just a small detail from March till now. It looks like we've kind of planed out on the other one because we had such big growth earlier in the year, but you can see that we're still growing pretty quickly. And from March until now, if you hit the next slide, you can see that we've had 80,750 gold dollars worth of growth in the membership. This just from that point till now. If you could hit the next slide, please. This is our silver growth for the same period from July until now. You can see that we're still holding tight to that exponential curve. And if we hit the next slide, you can also see that we hit the 10,000, we hit 10 times the growth just before December last year. We started out in July with 0.6 thousand silver dollars, and right now we have 111.5 thousand silver dollars under management. If you hit the next slide, you can also see that we've had these spikes of growth. Silver is really volatile, as you all know. It goes up and down quite a bit. And we also, if you hit the next slide, are to, yes?
Before you go to the next slide, give a few numbers because I can't make out those numbers from here.
You'd like me to repeat those numbers?
Just like a few, like maybe at the end of 2015, how many silver?
Sure. Sure. So at the end of 2015, we had 10.7 thousand silver dollars under management. Yep. So that's 10,700, 10.7 thousand. And currently, as of Tuesday, we had 111.5 thousand silver dollars under management, which translates directly to ounces for those of you who are still learning the ounces and silver dollar thing. And that is 173 times larger than we were in July last year. On the next slide, this is the paper value, which again is kind of hard because rates are going up and down all the time. So to really understand the true growth, you need to understand all three numbers. In July of last year, we had about 0.43 million under management in the vault. We hit the 1 million mark somewhere between November and December, and currently we have 9.55 million based on the average rates. It's been dropping a lot since the election. The rates have been dropping of gold and silver, but these are all the average rates for each month of the year. So currently we are at, if you could hit the next one, we are at 22.25 times bigger than we were in July last year. So we've had quite some major growth, and that number again, assets under management as of the rate on Tuesday is 9.5 million under management. And so we're just about ready to hit that 10 million mark, probably by the end of the year is what we're thinking. So that's my growth report. Are there any questions? All right, thank you.